What's up, guys? Today we are going to be talking about these things. Valves, tubes, whatever you want to call them, they're a thing. And whether we like it or not, they are apparently here to stay. I'm not going to be quite as chirpy as usual today, at least in the first part of this video, because I spent a lot of money on these, and to be honest, as soon as I hit the checkout button, I was kind of like, why did I do that? So let me explain. So I have here my Mesa Boogie Single Rectifier 50-watt head, and I bought this secondhand a few months ago, and I'm told by the original owner that the last time the valves were changed was about 4 years ago. And there's some debate as to how frequently you should change the valves in the amp. There's nothing wrong with these valves at all. The amp sounds great. But the reason I've decided to switch them now is because I'm doing a record with my band soon, and I thought it would be really nice to have some fresh valves in the amp for recording. The setup is currently all JJ's 6L6 power tubes, and this is the version 2 of the Single Rectifier, where it has the switch on the back so that you can decide whether you want 6L6 or EL34's. Now, these power tubes that I have here are Mesa EL34's, and I just kind of figured I want it to be a little bit different maybe, and I looked up some videos online of the difference, and I think I will prefer the EL34's. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with these 6L6's, so it would be nice to have the option. I'm also going to be changing all the preamp tubes, which currently are also JJ's. And as you can see here, I have a set of 4 Mesa 12AX7's, and I also have one of their SPAX7's, which are their sort of premium grade 12AX7's. And they recommend that you put one of these in the V1 position, and it was only a little bit more money, so I just thought, why not? I'm already breaking the bank with this, so I might as well spend a little more, stick it on the bill. And yeah, I'm not going to get super scientific with all this because it's different brands of tubes, different, you know, varieties. I'm changing from 6L6 to EL34 and JJ to Mesa, so there's no real way to be too scientific about this. This is mostly just to make myself hopefully happy that I spent this money so that we can see the difference. And yeah, just for fun. So I'm not going to go all in with all different tones and stuff like that. I'm just going to kind of have a play, you know, just play a few riffs. I'm going to be using my Line 6 Helix, sort of in a 4-cable method type way, where I'm going to be using the full tone OCD model and an EQ in front of the amp in the Helix, from the amp to the 2 notes Torpedo Captor, and then back into the Helix, where I'm going to be running an impulse of an orange 4x12 by red wires. And yeah, that's the full signal chain. I'm not going to do any post EQ or anything like that, just so that we can really hear all the differences. And yeah, I guess now we'll just get into it and see how it goes. See you on the other side. with the old JJ 6L6's out. I mean, it's kind of a shame in a way that I'm not taking this out of the chassis because I'd like to see it, but kind of don't trust myself. And now, in with the new. I'm going to start off with this SPAX7. You can see they put this black heat shrink tubing around these ones, supposedly to sort of protect them even more from microphonics and stuff like that. This is a regular Mesa 12X7. You probably can't see very well because of the light, but so yeah, no heat shrink tubing on this one. Okay, so the preamp valves, tubes, thingamies are all in there, nice and snug. Would have saved myself a lot of time if I'd taken the chassis out, but oh well. And now I'm going to put these shields back on. I've always thought these shields are it's quite a shame that you have to cover up the valves themselves, because, I mean, say what you will about the whole valve thing, I do think they look really cool. And I love seeing them glowing in the back of an amp. This is pretty crucial. I mean, it's not crucial right now, but just overall. So before I put the power tubes in, the new ones, I'm going to switch the bias from 6L6 to EL34, because it's just this one little switch here, and that's all you have to do. And if you forget to do this, you will be in for a bad time. So it's as simple as that. Got this little piece of tape on it that I'm just going to put back on so that some idiot such as myself doesn't accidentally switch it over. And yeah, in go the power tubes. There we go. Put off the little doodads, and there we go. It should be as simple as that. I'll get this turned on and make sure that it doesn't explode. Yeah. Look at that glow. Lovely. So our journey through the land of guitar tones has concluded, and I'm happy. I'm really happy. It's not a night and day difference, but I feel like the EL34's are really adding this nice, thick mid-range. Typically when you think about 6L6's versus EL34's, you think of 6L6's sort of on an EQ curve as having more of this smiley thing, where it's a little bit scooped and you get more extreme highs and lows, as opposed to EL34's, you kind of think they have a bit more rolled off of the extreme highs and lows. But in this case, I feel like I'm not missing any of the extreme highs and lows. It still feels just as sparkly and just as thumpy low end as it was before, but it's just added this really lovely creamy mid-range that was missing before, and I'm really enjoying that. Not only that, but the actual gain structure feels less brittle, which I'm imagining is due to the preamp tubes. It wasn't particularly brittle before, but it's one of those things where like now there's this smoothness to it where the feel is just vastly improved in my opinion. So yeah, our story has a happy ending. I definitely feel like it was worth the cost and it was easy to do. Yeah, if you're in the weirdly specific scenario that I'm in, where you've got a single rectifier with some old JJs in it, and you want to swap them out for a brand new set of Mesas and EL34's, then I can wholeheartedly recommend that you do that. So yeah, that's all I've got for you today. As always, thank you so much for checking out the video, and I hope you enjoyed the riffs. If you want to see more stuff like this, please hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.